We are underway at Allegiant Stadium. Amir Abdullah going to take it out of the end zone. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. So here comes the Raiders offense now onto the field. Guy certainly still trying to prove himself here in the league, the young rookie quarterback. Throwing to start the drive. O'Connell. Wide open receiver complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 25 yards that time. Vision and speed, two of the attributes that you might say are important for a free safety, and we saw both in evidence there. And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. play action. O'Connell. Rush coming, and he's taken down. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's third down. Looking to throw. O'Connell. He gets this to Devontae Adams. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. They'll wind up with 17 on that one, but they're still a bit short here for fourth. Here's A.J. Cole now to punt this one away. Back deep, Brandon Powell. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
It's a gain of 7.
Second down and 3. Here's Chandler on second down. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first. Pretty solid opening drive here, Charles. They've worked in the run game, the pass game, just steadily getting yards, and now they've got it inside the red zone here with an opportunity.
And the only thing they don't have so far is points. But the way that they're moving the ball now, that shouldn't take much longer. And they've established a great balance so far. Running, passing, doing what they want on offense.
After the incomplete pass here now is second and 10. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. They'll look to throw again. And that is incomplete.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up 4th down here.
Joseph's got it, and the Vikings have a 3-0 lead. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Fielded right around the 8. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Now we get a stoppage because a member of the Raiders shaken up on that one. We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. The last series for them, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Back to throw. O'Connell. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Call it a loss of 5, a big sack to bring up 3rd down. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Second quarter from Vegas. The homestanding Raiders with a football here. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down. Under pressure, they got him again. Ross Blacklock providing a little deja vu. Back-to-back sacks, and now they're staring at a 4th and long. Here's A.J. Cole now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Here's Powell on the return. So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10. The Vikings taking the field here for their second drive of the game. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. The best way to do it, touchdowns.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Throws right side, and that's complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. Looking left sideline, it's complete. Touchdown, Vikings. Nick Muse, 26 yards, as his guys are able to extend their lead. And nowadays in NFL football, you have to account for all the receivers, sure, but the tight end's such a weapon, and they prove it right there.
Oh, without a doubt. And we're seeing now the golden age of tight ends catching the football. Winslow, to me, he was a prototype of what we're seeing today. We're seeing it each and every week now.
Joseph connects on the extra point, and the lead grows to 10-0. So that drive, 4 plays, and it all culminates in a touchdown for Minnesota. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. Fielded right around the 8. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Las Vegas' offense back out there ready to go. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint, down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10. They begin the drive on the ground. It's White, and he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Opting to run again here with White. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the 1st. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And it's complete to Adams. It's a big play there for Vegas. 47 yards.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far. And never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. A reminder coming up in a couple of minutes' time. We'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman, the coach in our EA Sports studios. They'll have a look back at the next-gen stat. Touchdown Raiders! A great effort there. 32 yards. And the Raiders are back within a score. Extra point by Carlson, and up and good. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. On as the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. fielded just outside the goal line. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Minnesota's offense takes over possession. And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Now a handoff to Chandler.
Holding offense.
So that time they get the tight end on the hold.
Normally he's a pretty good run blocker, but this time he just didn't get his arms extended and let go quickly enough. The flag came out as a result.
Looking left side, and it's complete. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. So a decent gain there on the play, but that all gets wiped out with a penalty.
Well, that's a setback, but all the good play callers, they just move on. They find something else in the playbook that can attack this defense, and they go right back on the offensive on this play.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. On play action, they'll throw. Got his man, that's Harry. And he will have a first down here as they get into field goal range, down just shy of the 20. Again, he'll drop to throw. And this one too low.
It certainly looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But this defense gets 2 more stops. They can keep them out of that area.
Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. He'll look to throw. Throwing left side, it's complete. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. They'll set up to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Ty Chandler in the final seconds of the first half. And the Vikings. Lead here just before halftime. Joseph now to have the PAT. It's good to make it 17-7. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And it was finished off with a touchdown run from Ty Chandler. So time enough for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this first half. This one fielded at the 5. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The white flag coming out as they line up to kneel on it. The final second ticks by, and that's going to do it for the first half of play. And just like that, on we head to half number 2.
Both teams making their final adjustments before we get started once again. And for the call of the second half, let's send you back. Stadium and Brandon Gott.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. Now come the Vikings. They'll have it first on offense as we begin the third. They have to be pleased with the way that they moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. Second down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now Chandler. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for a first. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Operating from the gun, Hall. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to be taken down at the 39, clearly short of the first by a few yards. That'll go for a gain of 7, and that'll bring up 4th down. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. And that will open the lead up now to 20-7. So the lead grows here incrementally, but I think the way their defense is playing, you feel okay with just getting 3.
They've definitely been stout so far, but now that could all change because if one guy gets loose for 70 yards, this is a different game. But as it stands, field goals are good. Just keep adding to that lead.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. On 1st and 10. O'Connell. Throw left side, complete. That's Jacobs. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. That's a jet sweep. This is Adams. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
They'll try the right side here with White. And he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Looking to throw. O'Connell. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
And he's taken down, but able to get this up to the 20-yard line. So the previous play, a big help, as now they'll have it 1st and 10 up at the 20. Off the play fake. Hall. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3. Here's Chandler. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up 1st downs.
Right back to him on 1st down. And he'll get this up to about the 40. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Off play action. Hall. And he finds a man on a crossing route. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 40. Back now in Las Vegas. Welcome back, everybody. It's the Vikings in possession of the football and the lead. They'll be looking to add to that total as we begin quarter number 4. They go play action here on 1st down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. Now Hall throwing on 1st down. And he is going to lose yardage here. He was unable to shake free there. They'll cover him for a loss of a yard. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Now a play fake here on 1st down. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Two of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Back to throw. Hall. A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Coaches talk about it all the time. Players talk about it as well. Excellent job staying disciplined in coverage and making that stop. Inside the red zone, every stop like that could be preventing a possible touchdown.
Third down throw incomplete as well. So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
So all things considered, that's not the final nail, but it does make things exceedingly difficult now on the other side.
Yeah, because obviously now with a 16-point game, the other guys don't need just 2 touchdowns. They need a couple of 2-point conversions as well. Plus, they'll need either a turnover or an onside kick in there somewhere. So you're just adding to the list of things that need to happen in sequence. And it's going to be a pretty tall order this late in the game.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Vegas offense ready for their next possession. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
He rifles one that's intercepted. And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
Ball now on 1st and 10. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. Here's 2nd and a yard. They run it with Chandler. And some determined running there as he'll pick his way down to the 12-yard line. 98 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Chandler, officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Looking to throw. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
And he's not going to get anywhere close to the marker as they'll stop him well short of the yellow line. The kick by Joseph is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So that almost certainly the final piece to this puzzle, a 3-score lead. I don't think there's any coming back from there.
But you know, normally I'd get on you for giving up on the game right here, but I do think you're right in this case. This late in the game, 2 scores is tough enough. 3, I'm with you. That seems out of the question.
And he returns this to the 22. The Raiders offense coming back out onto the field. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Operating from the gun. O'Connell, back-to-back catches here for Carter. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. They'll run for it. This is White. And boy, is he close. Did he get there? No, they're going to say he's short of the line to gain. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And a gain of 4 gets them right to the midfield stripe. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. That one looks like he'll throw here. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. A gain there of 30 big ones. So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Chandler, and he'll get this one down to about the 17. So from the 17, here's 2nd and 7. They'll keep it on the ground. Chandler. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it 3rd down and 6. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. Oh, now look at this. They're lining up to add 3 more. A little insult to injury here late in the game. And his kick is indeed good, and that will extend their lead even further. So the final seconds have ticked away in this Minnesota victory, and it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.